Oh, good evening. Good evening, good evening, good evening. I'm going to talk in a warmer voice tonight. I've been advised maybe I should try that. I'm not going to scoot as close to the camera as I normally do. That was my fiance. I am a fiance, which means I have a fiance in the back. But tonight we have CostCo Confessions Part 1. And most of you know that I live on the outer inner city. The outer inner city. It's not really like a belly button situation, but I live on the outer inner city. And some of you are like, what does that mean? What does that mean geographically? What does that mean eschatologically? Well, I don't live on the inner city. I kind of actually live in the suburbs. I don't spend most of my time in the suburbs. I don't live in the inner city, but I live right outside of it, which means I don't live downtown. I actually do live in the suburbs, but I don't spend most of my time there. So I live on the outer inner city. That's a math problem for some. It's an equation taking you back to algebra. Anyways, I have a Costco confession, and I lived like a suburbanite. I lived like a suburbanite. I have an exclusive membership at Costco. I pay an annual fee to attend anything Costco related. And tonight I went and I bought a grill. Did a lot of research. I didn't research how to get good lighting on this video, but I did a lot of research on what makes an amazing grill. And I researched the brand and I found out Costco had one. Now, when life gives you lemons, you go to Costco. You go to Costco. In fact, if life actually gave you lemons, they came from Costco. If you don't have the amount of lemons that Costco can give you, you're not going to make any lemonade. You're not going to make lemonade. You're not going to have a good time. You're going to go thirsty. You can hardly make lemon water with that. I go to Costco when life gives me lemons, okay? Because that's where they came from. Anyways, I bought a grill, and it felt so suburban tonight. I got in the Subaru Forester with my girlfriend. Yeah, Subaru Forester with my girlfriend, my fiance, really. And we drove there. We drove there together, and we pulled up, we parked, and we went right for the grills. Actually, that's a lie. We looked at patio furniture, and then we looked at flowers we weren't going to buy. We like looking at them. They're gorgeous. They're pretty. We didn't buy any. We knew we weren't going to. We're going to grow a garden in the back, of course. It's a little outer inner city homestead. It's a little homestead we're starting, okay? And we went to Costco. We looked at the things, and we ran into a friend. And that's what you do when you have a Costco membership. You waste your nights shopping. You just waste them. You go in and you laugh with a friend who can't find the Frappuccinos. They went to find Frappuccinos, and you pick up things you don't need. We got a pillow. We got a nice decorative pillow. Actually, they didn't get the Frappuccinos, but we had a laugh. When life doesn't give you Frappuccinos, you have a laugh. And sometimes you see somebody else with them, and you giggle, and you have fun. It's what life's about. Giggling, Frappuccinos, and grills. And we all chuckled, and then a very nice person came and helped me load this onto a flat cart. We went and we checked out. A lot of families were enjoying the $1.25 hot dog or whatever it is. You know, the ones that'll probably destroy your insides permanently for life. Nothing good comes from a hot dog, depending on who you ask. But that was my night, and I felt so. We loaded it up, and the nice cart attendant came out, and you almost don't even have to ask for help at Costco. That's the nice thing. I bet. See, I used to go to Sam's Club, and Sam's Club has a new clientele, if you will. I'm not going to describe it. I'll let you go to one and figure out what that really means. That's not my story to tell, so I'm just here to tell you my truth. I stopped going to Sam's Club. They didn't have the things I wanted anymore. I didn't really care. Costco had a better deal on gas, okay? Better deal on gas. I lived not necessarily in the suburbs at the time. I did live in the suburbs at the time, but since I'm going to live close to downtown, I still plan on driving a lot. It's efficiency in America. But anyways, We loaded it up. The cart attendant came out. You don't even really have to ask help at Costco. They're there to serve. I actually called before I even went, and they returned my phone call. Okay? You barely can get a phone call returned from anybody these days, but Costco cares, and Costco calls back in that order. Anyways, my fiance was standing by the grill. He came to say, "Hey, can we load this up for you?" She couldn't even say yes. He said, "Stop. I'm helping you do this." That's how much they care. They practically fed us afterwards. They practically gave us a family pack of steaks to cook on the grill. But I did the ha ha ha. Thanks for being here, bud. We're gonna not skip leg day today. And him and we got loaded in the back of the Forester, and then we went and visited friends, and we had dinner. We had dinner. The four of us, we all had dinner together. So, anyways, some would say this is a pointless story, but some will understand that suburbanites, they just do things a little bit plain, and that's typically how a Wednesday night looks. I'd love to know what your Costco trips look like. Did you meet a friend? Did you run into an old friend? Did you see a mom who you got mad at the PTA meeting last week? Okay? A lot of things are taking place at Costco. Lives are being changed. Trajectories are being changed. Families are going into a lot of debt by going to Costco. They think they're saving money, but they bought a lot of ketchup that they'll never use, and it'll go moldy. Family of two and a 6-month-old that bought the family ketchup from Costco. They didn't need it. They're vegans and they still bought it. You're not going to put ketchup on your salad. Last time I put asparagus on my plate and ketchup on top of that was never. Okay, it's disgusting. I just know. I put Parmesan cheese on it and no ketchup, not even mustard. Anyways, I'd love to hear what your experience was with Costco. That's my Costco confession, and I hope to learn more. I hope to hear more. I love you guys. I can say that because I have a Costco membership. When you have a Costco membership, you can say whatever you want. You're not accountable to anybody. So let me know how it's working. Let me know how it's working.